What's up, everybody? I'm Marco.
I'm Alex.
And you are watching Vagabrothers.
And this is our stopover in Iceland with Icelandair. All season we've been traveling in Europe, searching for the best things to do in winter. But there's one winter bucket list item that we still haven't gone for, the Northern Lights.
The Northern Lights are a naturally occurring light show that happen in the Arctic skies every winter when sun and earth particles collide. But to see them, you've got to be way up north. So we left the Alps behind and caught an Icelandair flight to Keflavik International Airport.
All right, you guys, surprise, surprise, we are no longer in continental Europe. We've taken a quick little trip to a beautiful little island in the North Atlantic, Iceland.
Icelandair has invited us to check out their Stopover experience, which allows you to stop over in Iceland for up to 7 days on your way across the Atlantic for no extra charge.
Plus, it's winter, which means it's the best time to experience the Northern Lights, and Icelandair has a brand new Northern Lights themed plane, the Helga Aurora.
So the plan is to take a ride on the Helga Aurora, go see how much we can explore in Iceland in 24 hours, and then, with some luck, hopefully see the Northern Lights.
Fingers crossed, let's go. When we arrived in Keflavik Airport, we were greeted with drinks and nibbles at the Saga Lounge, where we met a local expert on the Northern Lights.
She explained that Iceland sees the Northern Lights about 280 days a year.
Basically, Iceland is one of the best places in the world to see the Northern Lights.
But nature is a fickle force and there are no guarantees, but at least we were sure to see them on the Northern Lights plane.
Thank you. Enjoy flight.
Bye. So where are we headed?
We're heading for Reykjavik, very short flight. The church is lighted up, especially for this occasion today. And of course we're going to see the beautiful city of Reykjavik.
It's got that new plane smell, you know?
It no longer has that new airplane smell.
Sorry. Bro, we got the Northern Lights on the plane.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Alright guys, that was a short flight, but awesome.
And now, there's supposedly a little welcoming party, so the adventure begins. Okay, to maximize our time here in Iceland, the first thing we're gonna do is beeline it straight up to the Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle is home to 3 of Iceland's many natural attractions, but the first stop is the Secret Lagoon.
It's like the Blue Lagoon, but more secret and natural, so...
I'm so excited right now, dude.
It's actually ridiculously mild right now. Apparently that's because there's a meeting of air currents and the jet streams here, which makes it possible to live here, so...
And probably brings the Aurora Borealis too, but I am not a scientist.
I don't know
what
about
I
that
do
one.
know for certain is that this hot pool is gonna be epic. I'm ready to go.
For sure. Unfortunately, there were too many clouds to see the Northern Lights. But you know me, I love a good soak in a hot tub, so it was the perfect way to rest up for the next day.
All right, guys, it's the crack of dawn.
It is 9:45 in the morning. It's dawn, which means we are seizing the day.
Yes, we have a couple of things to do today. First off, we're heading to the Golden Circle, to the Golden Waterfall.
Gulfoss.
Gulfoss.
I'm stoked because we've been here a year and a half ago, but I was sick the whole time, so all this is new to me. I was in bed, so let's
And
go
I've been there
explore.
once before, but once is not enough with Iceland.
Okay, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Many people come to Iceland for the nature, but the reality is that nature is unpredictable. Such was the case on our drive to Gulfoss.
The roads were so icy that just getting there became an adventure in itself. Guys, the road is literally frozen solid. But we're cool, right?
We're cool. Yeah.
We're in good shape.
I'm freaking out.
But eventually, we made it to our first destination in the Golden Circle. The mist is coming off of the geyser right onto us. So if it blows, we are gonna get covered in hot water.
Get down! All right, guys, we just made it to the geyser area. Called the geyser area because, you guessed it, there's geysers.
It's actually pronounced geysir here. That's the Icelandic word, and the English word geyser comes from it. So we're kind of at the original OG geyser, the old geyser. It's Old Faithful of Iceland.
It's not like Old Faithful, though. You don't have to sit around for an hour waiting. It explodes every 8 minutes.
And that's because Iceland is, it's the newest geological formation on Earth. Because it's basically all volcanic activity, volcanoes, geysers, hot springs. It's because there's 2 plates here that's rubbed together, and that makes for some cool things like this.
So after a quick lunch of fish soup, we hopped back in the car and headed to Gulfoss, the largest waterfall in Iceland. Iceland just claimed its first casualty.
That was an adventure. I just slipped and fell right on my butt. Alex just said it's like the March of the penguins, and I think that's pretty much exactly it. But there's the waterfall.
Okay guys, behind us is Gulfoss, the golden waterfall, although right now it is not golden, it's white.
No, it's been a total mission to get out here. Only in Iceland is seeing the sights an adrenaline activity. We had to ice skate to get here after driving on the roads, but now we know what Iceland means, icy land.
Totally worth it.
But it's been worth it. I now feel fulfilled. We've seen the requisites for any visitor to Iceland, and now it's time that we head a little bit closer to civilization. What do you say?
Reykjavik?
Let's do it.
All right.
All that ice and snow made these two Californians a little bit chilly, so we decided to make a pit stop for coffee. But it seems like Alex's enthusiasm for caffeine might have got the best of him.
You okay in there? The weather's not too grand right now, boys. But don't worry, we found a little coffee stove and it's warm inside. Come on, son, you'll be fine. Come on.
Seriously though, this is like supposedly the most famous coffee stop in all of Iceland. The most famous little stopover when you're on a road trip, and we are in desperate need of caffeine. After warming up our bellies with coffee and Icelandic crepes, Birkeland told us we could warm up our toes in a secret spot.
So it's the end of our day, and we've brought some snacks with us, including dried shark and dried fish, and we're gonna go look for a secret little hot tub for two. It should be romantic. As the sun set, we headed to Reykjavik, which happened to be celebrating the Winter Lights Festival, which kicked off with a light show on Reykjavik's iconic church.
There were events happening all over downtown Reykjavik, which is a colorful mixture of century-old fishermen's houses, bars, and boutiques clustered around the old port. Well guys, it's been an eventful day running around the Golden Circle, but we've made it back to Reykjavik, the capital city, which is always a good time.
We've got a long night ahead of us, but we're starting off with dinner. Icelanders are all about their seafood, so we're going to a restaurant right here in the port called Stopover, which is all about using Icelandic ingredients from the land and the sea. So I'm hungry. You hungry?
Starving.
All right, we're gonna do it.
Let's roll. It also happened to be Reykjavik Cocktail Week, so we started off with a couple specialty drinks from their bar.
Icelandic cuisine has evolved a lot in the last decade. So we asked my Kopar's owners to explain a bit more about what's happening in their kitchen.
Traditional Icelandic food is like fish mostly and lamb. And what we do have is cod tongues, which is quite rare. Used to be very popular before, and we put it in a new twist. We put it in tempura, so it's a bit crispy. And we serve it with a lemon dip and garlic creamy sauce. So I would say that's like a traditional, but put in a new style.
All right guys, so we just finished dinner, lots of fresh seafood and delicious cocktails, but I don't think we're done yet.
Actually, I know we're actually not done yet. We're gonna go next to Kex, which is a hostel. It's a cafe, it's a music venue, and it's gonna be fun. It's a live show, so let's go check it out.
Next to Kex.
Kex is unique in Reykjavik because it's a place where travelers and locals alike come to hang out, sip a beer, read a book, or even get a haircut.
It's got a funky design and a cool, welcoming vibe. So after the show, we sat down to hang out.
All right, so next step on the tour, we're going to Kaldi Craft Beer Bar. Beer was illegal in Iceland until 1989. We're gonna see what they've done since then. Should be fun.
Reykjavik's nightlife doesn't get started until after midnight, but once it does, it gets going and it's easy to make new local friends. Well guys, that was our stopover experience. Super fun. If you're interested in learning more about the stopover, check out their link in the info box.
As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for new travel videos every Tuesday, and we will see you on the road.
Later.